Good morning. Hope everyone is doing well today. My name is Anthony Speciale with Hawkeye Traders. For those of you who don't know me, I just wanted to reach out today after a volatile day yesterday and recap on the opportunities that were presented. Now, sometimes when volatility kicks in, people tend to think it's time to sit on the sidelines, and that may be applicable for some people, but not for everyone. Some people actually enjoy the rush that comes with the volatility, and if your trade, excuse me, your trade plan allows for it, you can potentially take great advantage of it. So before I show you any charts, of course, I just need to share with you that anything I do discuss today is for information and educational purposes only, and nothing is to be taken as financial advice. So we saw a major market sell-off, and this happened a couple days ago, and then it happened again yesterday. There's a uptick rise in COVID-19 cases on a global scale. The market is clearly not happy about that. There's talk of the word nobody wants to hear, and that's shutdowns. Compound that with a few other things, it's causing some instability or volatility, for that matter, in the market. Now that can present great opportunities if you're prepared to take advantage of them, if you have the tools and the know-how to recognize them. So paired with the COVID-19 issue, on top of lack of stimulus that the market has been waiting for. We had stimulus coming out of the initial shutdowns. Now there's the talk of new shutdowns or lockdowns, and no more stimulus has come to fruition. So that's concerning the market also. And on top of that, we are leading into the United States presidential election just a few days from now. So it's a three-piece equation that presents what we are seeing today in the market. The market is clearly upset about it. The market is clearly indecisive about it. And this stretches from all ends of the earth to policies, to stimulus, to handling the COVID. Doesn't matter what your political view is. I mean, policies and that nature all take effect on the market. So there's so much of this going on. And while this is happening, we see it in the charts on a different scale. We see it as opportunity. We see it as a potential to make a lot of money being on the right side of the market as the market quickly moves in a direction. Now, us as traders, we don't care if the market goes long or short. We care that the market goes. The time that we struggle the hardest is when there's a sideways market, or when we call it congestion. When we do this in a nearly a flat line, it's very difficult to get the potential that a trend holds. Now, if the trend is rallying or selling off, it doesn't matter, because our strategies allow us to take advantage in either direction. So this is a picture of the Nasdaq, and you can clearly see right where V-swarm came in. You see that the market was trending sideways in congestion. The buyers stepped in to push the market higher, and the sellers said, nope, not going to happen. So how do we know that? Well, as the sellers attempted to rally, the buyers stepped in aggressively and pushed back with what we call V-swarm. They swarmed into the market, and they said, right here is where we find the price is too high. So what are we going to do? We're going to push the price lower. So when we get that clean, defined, what we call a red top, that is V-swarm. That is what I keep sharing with you guys day in and day out, so that you have an understanding of when this transpires, right where I have that arrow pointing, that the likeliness is when the trend develops, there will be follow-through. So this follow-through offered a short position at 11,537. With the potential all the way down to 11,342. That's about 95 points, guys. That's pretty Pretty good. That's a pretty substantial move for the Nasdaq on an intraday time frame. I mean, there is plenty of opportunity there to have taken some profits, some serious profits. And you could have managed this trade in several different ways, and that's something we teach at Hawkeye. We teach how you use the tools that we give you to best suit your trading style, to implement your trade plan so that you can be successful. That's what we do here at Hawkeye. We give you everything you need to know. We give you all the tools, all the know-how, all the knowledge, so that you can apply the tools properly and have the mental capacity to be a successful trader. That is our wholesome objective. But you can see just how simple it was that when V-Swarm stepped into the market, it was clear signal to take a short position. And sure enough, it transpired into a very profitable one. So I saw this the other day, and it just resonates well because it just does. It's very applicable to life. And this is to each and every one of us, myself included. It doesn't matter where you are. We're all human beings. And with that, you know, our future is decided within our habits. And it's a pretty powerful statement. You know, people do not decide their future. They decide their habits, and their habits decide their future. If you have a habit of being structured, being disciplined, being consistent, you know, I'm pretty sure that will follow through in everything you do. If you have a habit of being messy, disorganized, unpredictable, irrational, I'm pretty sure that probably transfers into everything you do. So, you know, when I see somebody who is, you know, a well-rounded, stable person, you know, it doesn't surprise me when I see that their business or job is well-rounded and stable, that their investing is well-rounded and stable, that their children are well-rounded and stable. I see it come full circle because they practice that discipline and consistency throughout their entire life. And when I find somebody who's a little messy, I find that everything becomes a little messy. If they can't make a decision on where they want to go to dinner, they probably can't make a decision about their next financial move. Life is about being decisive, life is about being consistent, and life is about having discipline. When you can put those three things in place, you can be a very, very successful person. It's just about forming a habit. You know, I learned this a long time ago. Somebody told me this, and it's true. I did some research on it. It takes the human being, us as people, 21 days to develop a habit. So if we do something 21 days in a row, whether it's push-ups or an exercise or eating a certain thing or not eating a certain thing, in 21 days, our bodies, our minds, our needs start to adapt to that habit that we have created. So if you think there's a part of your life that for yourself you want to change, that you want to be better at, or you want to do differently, I would encourage you to do whatever it is you want to do for 21 days. And if in 21 days' time, I think you will find that it has just become a habit more than a thought process. And when you've reached that this habit continues to bring you full circle to where you want to be, it's just a matter of continuing that throughout the other aspects of your life. When I go somewhere with my wife, it's a habit for me to open the car door for her on the passenger side for her to go in before I go open mine. And if I don't do it for some odd reason, it doesn't feel right. Why doesn't it feel right? Not because she's a princess and needs me to open the door for her. She's more than capable. It's just something I've always done. And when I go to do it, it feels natural. When I don't do it, it feels like I missed a step. And that's, as simple as that might sound and ridiculous, it's applicable to fitness. If you're used to say, listen, I want to walk a mile a day. If you walked a mile a day for 21 days and then you all of a sudden disrupted that consistency, you disrupted that habit, your body would question why you stopped it. Your body would be desiring it. And that's same thing with smoking or drinking or whatever it is in your life. I mean, it doesn't matter. The reason I circulate these ideas around life is because trading is part of your life. And if you are successful and consistent in habit in all aspects of your life, you will be successful and consistent and disciplined in the habit of your trading. And that is the purpose. That is how it comes full circle here. So I want to share that with you guys today because it really does wrap things around, life for you. I saw a video once, that the gentleman who was giving the speech said, listen, the first thing you should do every morning when you wake up is make your bed. I was like, oh, all right. I mean, I got to make my bed. He's like, no. He's like, you got to make your bed the first thing you do in the morning. You make your bed. So before you leave your bedroom, when you wake up in the morning, you've accomplished something. Maybe it sounds silly, but simply making your bed before you leave the bedroom, you can say you've successfully accomplished some task before you started your day. So I encourage you to create a habit that successfully drives you in the direction of where you wish to be. All right, guys? That's my message for today. I know it was a lengthy one, but this one really resonated well with me, and I wanted to share it with you. So if you guys are partaking in the great things that we here at Hawkeye have to share with, I hope you're taking full advantage. I hope you are joining us in the Skype room, sharing ideas, joining the coaching, accessing the members area where there are hundreds of hours of training videos from everything that you could possibly want to know. If you're not currently working with us and you don't understand how the market works, because I promise you will struggle without understanding volume, you need to click the link below and take a look at the webinar. This will give you a greater understanding of just how we go from the simple concept of volume to executing profitable trades over and over and over again. So I implore you, please click the link below, watch the webinar. I promise it is well worth your time. If you'd like to visit us, you always can at HawkeyeTraders.com. Email us at team1@HawkeyeTraders.com or give us a call anytime at 888-233-8598. Guys, with that, I wish you a blessed day. I wish you a profitable day. I wish you a happy day. I hope life is doing well for all of you. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy during this time. And my thoughts are with each and every one of you. Take care. Bye-bye.